I had a conversation with my son over the weekend, and he's in his first year of college. And lo and behold, shocker, he decided to change his major. And we had a really good conversation about it. I think he's much more focused on his new goal, his new idea of his major, and so on and so forth. So we had a really great conversation, and it actually reminded me that sometimes you have a goal that just no longer inspires you, and that's an important coaching topic to think about because I think it happens more than people realize. And I think that sometimes people feel bad about it. Like they feel like they've strived towards this goal for a long time, and they spend money, they spend time, they spend effort on this goal. And then all of a sudden it's like I feel trapped by this goal. It's like I can't get the energy to focus on this goal. I can't get the or can't create the time that I want to on this goal. And so yeah, the energy, just lacks completely. But then I start to feel guilt about it, especially about the money spent, all the expenses that goes along with trying to achieve this goal. So now I feel bad about it. So there's the sunk cost fallacy also. So now I have to just keep on going with this goal, even though it's really not something that lights me up or fires something up in my belly. Excuse me. So one thing I want you to think about when you have a goal that doesn't really light you up anymore, okay, it's not necessarily about laziness. It could be evolution. It could be you've grown as a person, and perhaps this goal that you once had when you were younger, or this goal that you had previously, just doesn't fit the new you. And people see that as laziness because now they don't have the energy for it, or they see that as really giving up. I don't see that he's giving up. I see that as evolution. I think we can all view that differently from an evolution lens, as me growing and growth away from that goal, maybe to something different. So when I'm faced with someone who is looking at a goal differently, or just that they don't really want to keep going down the path of that goal, the questions that I have for them really are focused on what did that goal mean to you and what does it mean to the future you. So the first question I would ask is, what originally drew you to this goal? What lit you up first initially? Because it might be something about the goal, or about the end state that really lit you up, but then you realize what the journey that it takes to get to that end state, and just the journey is arduous, and it's too arduous for maybe what the goal was, or what the intended outcome is. So it's just too arduous a journey, but there might be something about that goal that made you pick that goal, that you really want to know about yourself, because it can help you determine what your new goal is and if that goal may fit the new you, which works with the second question, which is going to be, does that goal that you had before still align with who you're becoming now? So does that still fit? So if I look at that goal that I had before, does it really fit with the new me? Does it really fit? And if not, it might be time to address a new goal or come up with something different. But I think it's also important to look at the aspects of that goal that you had before that drove you towards that. So, if you wanted to get your bachelor's degree in science and psychology, right? Well, maybe you didn't realize when you first started down that path that it takes a lot of writing and lots of research and so on and so forth. But really, you found that you just wanted to talk to people. Well, you can go get a coaching certification. You can go become a counselor. You can go do other things, to meet the intention of that goal, which is to talk to people and help them through their issues, right? So again, it's about, does that factor, or does that thing that determined that goal for you, does that still align with the new version of you, or the version of you that you're becoming that may have set that goal into a different perspective for you? And then the last question is, like, what new goal feels alive for you right now? What sparks your interest? What lights you up the way that the previous goal did? Or what are those factors that within that previous goal, like talking to people or whatever, was drew you to that goal? Are those factors still alive in the new goal? Do they also light you up? So trying to draw a connection between the old you and the new you can be very valuable, because if you can find that connection, then you see you have a through line of your goals. This is your goal. These are the factors that drive that goal. That can help you solidify the new idea. But if you find that the new factors and the old factors don't align very well, well, there you go. Then you can establish a better goal for you moving forward. So those are the three questions I would ask: is starting off with what originally drew you to the goal. How does that still align with the new person that you're becoming? And then what new goal feels fresh to you, feels that really pop and make you alive, right? So you should by now see the link. You can send to me your email ideas about what you would like to get some coaching insight on, or if you have an idea or some insight you want to share with me, or if you'd like to talk to me about a particular insight, I'd love to hear about it. So let me know, and you guys all have a great day. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already.